Good evening and welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome Aegean, and here's some of the top stories we have for you tonight. A man is found dead on a St. Croix beach. Something is brewing down island. And find out what happens when schoolgirls attack. These stories and more are up next on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, a man was discovered dead on a Frederiksted beach yesterday afternoon. News Channel 8's Wes Small did not know the victim's name when he did this story. We have since been on the phone with Melody Rames, and she has informed us that the man's name was Gilbert Jacobs. He was approximately 70 years old. Here's News Channel 8's Wes Small with the story he did this morning and a follow-up with Melody Rames.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. Here's what we have. We have a man in his 60s, apparently, who was found here yesterday with no ID on the beach at around 2:30 in the afternoon. Now, this story was kind of confusing because I figure on a Sunday, good weather, these beaches around Coconuts, Rainbow, all the way down are usually packed with people. So I really was trying to figure out what happened to this man. But now there's a couple of abandoned houses around here. There's one, as we see this construction company lying down fiber optics, right? And then there's one abandoned building over there. And then there's another one here directly in back of me. Now, there was some speculation that possibly this is a homeless man who was found here, possibly a retired fisherman by the name of Charlie Tuna. We've been checking around Frederiksted, and they don't think it's this man that they call Charlie Tuna. But we do believe that this man could have possibly been squatting in this building in back of me here. And there's some plastic bags and things like that back there. Perhaps he was living there. And perhaps because of, lack of medical treatment or what have you, dehydration, he just collapsed there and he was found dead by emergency personnel. That's all purely speculation. Police say that there's no foul play involved. But right now, let's go to the police department and Melody Rames and find out more about this situation.
Police on St. Croix, along with members of the Criminal Investigation Bureau, canvassed the community to learn the identity of the man found deceased at about 2:30 p.m. Sunday, June 13th, on a beach north of Frederiksted town. The man has been identified as Gilbert Jacobs of no fixed address. Mr. Jacobs is in his 70s, according to police. Relatives of Gilbert Jacobs are asked to contact police at 712-6005 or 911. Police said there were no obvious signs of trauma to Gilbert's body and believe the man died of natural causes. The exact cause of death will be determined by the medical examiner. Jacobs has a dark complexion, a full beard and mustache, and wears his hair in an afro style. His hair is gray with some black in it. He is about 5'6" tall and slim built. He was wearing a white button-down shirt and blue jeans. Family members of the late Gilbert Jacobs are asked to call the Office of the Deputy Chief at 712-6005 or Emergency 911.
Thank you, Melody. In Frederiksted, I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Wes and Melody, for that. Again, the victim has been identified as Mr. Gilbert Jacobs, and he was in his 70s. And in other news, 5 high school girls were arrested over the weekend for assaulting a victim with a barbecue fork and knife. The incident happened on the island of St. John. 5 students are in custody, 4 adults and 1 minor. The incident was over Facebook blogging. Here's Melody Rames with more.
Police on St. John arrested 4 18-year-old female students who attend the Ivana Idora High School on St. Thomas. Arrested were St. John resident Shanaira Chichester, Rochelle Moses, Sephora Farrell, and Whitney Bass. The girls were charged with carrying or using a dangerous weapon, contributed to the delinquency of a minor, trespassing, disturbance of the peace, and third-degree assault. Additionally, a 17-year-old minor who accompanied the students was arrested and later released into her parents' custody. According to the initial reports, at about 3:45 p.m. Thursday, June 10th, police arrested the students at an estate Grumwall residence located in Cruz Bay. A 19-year-old male victim told police the 5 females drove to his residence and asked him to remove a post he put on Facebook. During the encounter, the students assaulted and threatened him with a knife and a barbecue fork and threatened to scratch his vehicle. The students attempted to leave the area once they realized the victim was notifying the police. The victim received fingernail scratches on the left side of his neck and his right arm. Bail for Chichester, Moses, and Farrell was set at $1,500. Bail for Best was set at $2,500. The four suspects were remanded to the Bureau of Corrections pending further court action.